Alright, so in here, this is my closet, and I have, oh my gosh, this phone case is such a pain in the ass for doing this. But in here, we have my Theraphosis stearme, my burgundy Goliath bird eater, and hopefully she behaves and doesn't try and run out. Of course, she, I think, ran into her burrow. Oh no, she did not. She's right there. My big girl. Behave now. Be good. And as you can see, this enclosure is overgrown. It is absolutely overgrown with this pothos. This actually might not be a good idea for me to record with one hand, but I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. Basically, what I'm going to try and do, I'm going to hold my phone with my left hand, and I'm going to try and cut these plants with my scissors and get some of them out of there. This one back here, oh, whoops, I already got one. I already got a pretty decent trimming right there. I only want some of the trimmings out though. I don't want like a ton. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to carefully cut this plant and pull it out with my tongs if I can. Hopefully I don't get too badly haired, because if you didn't know, these tarantulas are New World tarantulas, and New World tarantulas have this tendency. Oh, there is still a little bit of ivy left alive in here. I thought it was all dead. Come on. Oh my god. The pothos roots are so strong. Oops. I ripped out a leaf. Oh my god. I'm just going to use my hands. Look at that root system. That is absolutely insane. And pull that leaf out. Unfortunately, I'll just put it in there just to have it in there. I kind of wanted to get some of this pothos out of here as well, but I might disturb the spider doing this, and I really don't want Dorman to run out. But these roots are literally tangled. I mean, absolutely tangled around. Oh, this is really close to where Dorman's at. I'm a little bit scared that Dorman's going to react, because this webbing, they can actually feel the vibrations in the webbing, and oh my god, it's literally wrapping around the skull. Let me use my scissors here now. Keep an eye on the spider. And let me use my scissors to cut this. Luckily, these spiders are very well behaved. They are pretty dang calm. And I'm an idiot. Sandwich. Dropping stuff. I think that should be good enough. Those trimmings are pretty dang good. Now, I'm just going to put the enclosure lid back on. So, yeah, this is a little bit hard to do with one hand. Put the enclosure lid on with one hand. And as you can see, oh, did you hiss? Yeah, these spiders can hiss. Oh no, it didn't hiss. It's just I'm putting the lid on wrong. Oh gosh, hearing loud bangs coming from up above. Little kids and all that, you know, they like to bonk around a lot. And let's just put this back on. And I'm gonna have to put my Asian forest scorpions enclosure back. But before that, I want to show it off. And that'll be it for this little clip. I guess. Let me set that down real fast. Last time I saw it, it was right near the top. Unfortunately, this lid is not the best lid for viewing. And, of course, now it's no longer there. Where'd it go? Where did it go? Scorpion. Scorpion, scorpion, scorpion. Where did you go? Oh, I thought I saw movement. Huh. Where did you go? Let me turn on the camera. Ah, is it down in there? No, it's not down in there. Where did it go? Oh no, did my scorpion escape? Oh, I thought I saw it for a second. I don't know where it went. Oh, hold on. It's down in there. It's down in this burrow that I set up for it. It doesn't like the light, and it doesn't like being disturbed. Unfortunately, it has a broken stinger part, which means it probably does not have much longer left to live, which is sad. I was told that they poop from out of their tail end, and so, yeah. Sorry, Anna. Jeez. Alright, that's going to be it for this clip. See you guys next time. Alright, everyone. So here we have a ZooMed naturalistic terrarium that I'm going to be setting up for my Avicularia avicularii. I won't be rehousing it today, but I just wanted to show you the information on it. It's a 12 by 12 by 18 with a built-in screen top. I know that a lot of people are against these screen tops, but I've never had any issues with them. But I know that tarantulas do have the danger of getting their toe caught in it and sometimes getting stuck and losing a leg, which is never a good thing. And it also included a few other things. I still have to rehydrate this Eco Earth, which I'm actually should have done before recording this, but that's okay. Basically, I got some trimmings of pothos, and I got a cork bark tube, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be super gluing this bottle cap here to this cork bark, and yeah, I also got that cork tube. That's going to be the bottom. It's going to stick up like this. If the plant will let go, it's going to stand up like that. So I got two nice pieces of cork bark, and I got my super glue, Gorilla Glue. Oh, sorry. Have it facing the correct way. Focus, phone. Doesn't want to focus. It's not focusing. But basically, I believe this is a safe glue to use. I'm not entirely sure. It doesn't really say. The type of super glue that is safe to use is cyanoacrylate. And I think I can read a little bit on here. I don't know. It doesn't really show it. But it should be fine once it dries. This is a little bit hard to do with one hand, so I'm going to hand my phone off to my niece just so I can concentrate. Basically, you want to take the super glue, and hopefully it's not solidified in there, and I can get some of the super glue to come out. Good job. Shoot. Is the super glue not going to come out? It might be too hardened. Oh, it's leaking out of the package. Ah, great. Well, that works just as well. So let's put a generous amount on there on the side, and we're going to stick it onto this piece of cork bark up high, and I don't want it falling, but it's falling. Alright, so basically I'm going to hold it on here until it stays. Hopefully it dries pretty quickly. It did drip down a little bit, unfortunately, which is a problem because it's spreading.
Don't get it on your fingers.
It's too late. I already did. I don't know how long it's gonna stay. It's not really. I might have to set it down or something.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. This might not have been the best choice. Shoot! It's not wanting to stay. I know this super glue works really well, though. I use it on my glasses. What's so funny?
Nothing. Good look at cork bark.
It's not wanting to stay on.
That sucks. I'm going to show you guys the pothos again. Wow, carpet.
Shoot! This is not going well.
That's bad.
Uh-huh.
So this is the pothos on the clippings. As you can see, it has very good roots. Focus. Thank you. Very good roots. Yay!
I need something else. I need some kind of other.
And the leaves are beautiful. These clippings were got from Dorman's Enclosure, but we also have some pothos over here. We're decorating for Halloween, and it's kind of outgrown. And here's my mango tree. My mango tree. I grew the mango tree.
Okay.
Here's some pretty good looking leaves. And it's nice and tall. Stop falling, bat skeleton. And then we have some fake flowers over here. That's bad. And then over here, I forgot about this plant. Let me read the tag. I don't know what plant it is. Okay, it's a bromeliad is what it says. Halloween stuff. Brony. Here's a live photo, or not live, here's a living Brony that can move instead of a picture. I'm sick right now, so my throat's sore. And we got some more decoration stuff over here with a big TV. That's bad.
Yeah, no matter how long I leave it sticking, it's not staying.
Then we have
I
some.
need hot glue.
Then we.
Will do it.
Yeah. Then terrarium moss.
I'm gonna toss it up.
It looks brown right now, but at least focus camera. But at least. Okay. But at least it's not as bad as the moss ball.
I think we might just end the video now.
Okay.
I need to do stuff. I need to get my hot glue gun heated up.
Okay.
I need to rehydrate that. So go find it.
Okay.
Alright, take number 2 of trying to set up this enclosure. I have an Exoterra naturalistic terrarium that is a 12 by 12 by 18, so it's actually pretty large for what I'm setting it up for. And yeah, I was having a little bit of trouble earlier with getting water dish to be super glued in place. Finally, I was able to find some super glue that worked, and I got a cork tube and some pothos clippings, and as you can see, some soil ready to put in the enclosure. Yeah, showing off your hands. Alright, so basically, I'm going to do this pretty simplistically. This soil is pretty damp, though, so I'm going to have to probably squeeze out some of the liquid from it, because as you can see, it's very, very damp. But you don't,
That's what I'm doing over here.
you don't want it to be too damp, because if you can squeeze out liquid, I don't know if you can see that, if you can squeeze out liquid from it, that's too damp. But basically what we want to do, so we want to start grabbing and squeezing out the liquid. I could have let this substrate dry out. I put a little bit much in there. But yeah. Yeah, we'll just do it handful by handful. You can go ahead and bring that other one over here.
Okay. I'm squeezing out the juice.
It's gonna take dirt juice. It's gonna take a while for us to squeeze a lot of it out.
Very scientific.
Go ahead and start putting stuff in, and my knees are gonna get wet from doing this because I'm kneeling down on this astroturf. This fake grass is trying to put it in there a bit more carefully. I wasn't getting any mess on the sides until you did that.
Didn't mean to.
I know you didn't mean to. Just be a little bit more careful. You're still kind of.
It seems there's a bit of. It kind of looks like there's water in there.
I
But
don't want leaf litter in there as well.
this one just had some leaf litter in there.
Yeah.
Get off.
Okay. Well, I'm not making a false bottom for this one, which people would normally do. because this spider is not going to require a ton of humidity, but this is going to take a little bit of a process for me to get this all done. I wish I could do a speed up, but I don't know how to edit the videos on my phone that I recorded with my phone. Just going to have to do this to where I want to pack it down every once in a while just so the soil is not completely loose. And honestly, this spider doesn't really need a ton of soil because it's going to be an arboreal species and climbing up high. This is just me setting it up. I'm not going to rehouse it until probably you're almost wow, I just messed that sentence up. You're honestly supposed to wait until all the plants and stuff are established first, but I'm probably going to rehouse it tomorrow. It's not that big of a deal. We're just going to put some plants in, and honestly, the plant I'm putting in should be fine. I won't have to worry about it getting established.
Yeah, because it's pothos. You know how crazy pothos grows if you're an owner of it.
Yeah, pothos is amazing.
Mm-hmm. It's a great beginner plant because it just grows wildly.
It has low lighting requirements, and it's just good for growing and propagating. And that's the thing, is that you can just keep propagating it and making more, planting it in another enclosure or another container, and it'll just keep growing more and more. Alright, pat it down some more again. This is some nice cocoa fiber, and then over here we have a mixture of some other soils that were just in a container I had with another tarantula. That one does have a little bit of the, perlite in it, which some people are like, no, don't use perlite, but it's literally just little bits of styrofoam. It's not going to hurt, and the spider's not going to be on the ground for the most part anyways, unless there's something wrong with it.
You can hear it's super snoopy over here because it has a lot of water.
Yes. Yeah.
ASMR.
Yeah. Wet dirt ASMR. We do want a decent amount in here because it can actually, as you can see, the lip of it can hold quite a bit before it gets up to the top front opening door.
Not good, not that great for
this container. Yeah, not that great for what?
digging spiders.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's
Although most people don't like using just pure cocoa fiber, that's why we're using this sort of mixture. And I forget what I was going to say. Oh yeah, this enclosure has both a top opening lid, which honestly I should replace that mesh, but I don't really know the best method for doing that. I'm not very crafty when it comes to that sort of stuff, and I haven't had any issues, but I definitely have seen people warning about that. And now I'm almost out of the cocoa fiber. It's just like starting to become a swamp. I can squeeze out quite a bit of liquid. I did hydrate it pretty well.
Same.
Same.
Yeah, mine is hydrated
Just
really well.
same. So we're going to end up with quite a bit of stuff. Want to mix it up too.
At the end, there's a bit. At the edges, there's a bit of dry stuff.
Almost done with this process.
Gotta get the dry stuff.
And honestly, when you're first planting a plant anyways, you want there to be a bit of moisture in there so that the plants get a good soaking, especially since right now the pothos has its roots just out in the open. But the way it was growing in the container, and I'll actually show that in the video that I was doing where I was trimming Dorman's enclosure, you could actually see it, that it the roots were straight up growing up out of the ground. It was growing so massively. Alright, now I've got almost nothing but, like, liquid in here. I might not be able to use any more of this. That's some good soil right there.
Mine has a bit of bark in it.
Yeah, that's also a good thing. It gives it a bit of biodiversity.
And a bit of liveliness.
And I'm going to see if I can put more springtails in, and the springtails should like that as well.
Plenty of bark and species.
I need to get more springtails and more isopods. My isopod culture and my springtail cultures are not looking too good recently.
Yeah.
And that's probably because they need just fresh genes in them. And now I'm starting to get to the point where I can't hardly get any out but liquid, so I might just pour the rest of this out somewhere else. I'm gonna pour it out over into my mom's dirt bin container, or at least it used to be her dirt bin container. Well, I don't know. I could pour it into one of the planters like this. It's like a soup.
Isn't this that dormant old container?
That was the container that Dorman first ever came in, but it's not really suited for spiders, to be honest. It's only for...
It's making me itchy.
Really?
Yeah, because it probably has hairs in it.
Nice. I'm joking, that's not nice. I don't know. I thought that this was... The last spider I had in here was my emerald skeleton. And it might just be the soils that are in there. Is it super itchy?
Not super itchy.
Alright, let's go ahead and pull this over here and use the rest of this.
I'm gonna wash off.
You go do that and I'll finish up. This soil is best for putting on the top. Okay. This video is... Oh yeah, I do see how it is pretty itchy. I'm also gonna have to wash my hands after this. Finish up. Some of the soil near the bottom is a little bit dry, which is actually a good thing. And you can actually see there was a little bit of webbing hanging down off of the side of this. The spider webbing is quite strong. It doesn't break very easily. It doesn't come off very easily, that is. Alright. We are almost done and ready to plant. Or should I say decorate. I'm not going to really be doing anything, super, fancy. I gotta wash my hand off real fast. Alright. Got my hand washed off. Let's grab our cork piece that we're going to put in. This is going to be the main cork piece that's going in there. And actually, I should have probably... Let's see. Let's have it set up in the corner over here. We just want it...
It has hairs in it. Lila.
Huh? Because Lila.
No, I was talking to Lila.
Okay.
I think that family had hairs in it because my hands are itchy.
I'm sorry. Eventually the hairs will come out, but that sucks.
Your hands might have a few hairs in them too then.
Alright, that's one cork piece in. Let me get the other cork piece. You want to hold the phone while I do this so that it's easier for me? Planter as well. And do it around it. It's a little bit hard to get it around it, but grab some of the soil from the front and put it in the back.
The recording kind of stopped for a minute.
It did?
Yeah, but it's okay.
Okay.
It's because your hands were stuck to it a bit.
Okay. I don't know if that's why. I don't see how that would stop the recording, but...
It's because when I pulled it out, I pressed a button, but it's okay.
Okay. Alright, it's fine. Alright, I do want to put a little bit of soil in that core tube.
You can't really see that well through the mesh.
And we want to pack the soil in pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Into that one, because I'm going to actually be putting the pothos in there.
So over here it tells all the naturalistic steps. So if you want, you can look at that.
We have 3 clippings of pothos. Sure.
There's
1,
2,
and this one doesn't want to look up.
3. Perfect.
Okay, so I'm probably going to do this one into the core tube because it already has some nice established root systems. And we want it coming out and kind of going out of it. That's not super great, but we'll take some soil.
I'm going to go over this way.
So that's that one done.
Okay.
Kind of doing a little bit better. All right, that's nice. All right, let's take the next one.
So these things open.
Isn't
I was showing them how to open the lid.
it? Yeah. All right, now this next one we can go ahead and put here in front, kind of. Well, I don't know. Maybe I want to put it in the back. It's a little bit difficult to plant these ones, but
Yeah.
even with their roots exposed, it should grow. You just want to have it a little bit covered. As you can see, this one here in the front, its roots are just out in the open, and it should still be fine. This plant is very, very good at growing, even with exposed roots and everything.
As you can see, we've gotten a little bit of dirt on the edges of the glass.
And then this one has probably the most massive root system of all of them. And this one's going to be
Go over here so I can get
planted over here on the side of this cork bark.
Just look at those roots.
Yeah. And we want to just do it like this, to where it's like that.
Yep.
The roots will probably grow and start to entangle and stuff like that too, but it'll be fine.
Over here's the steps. So there's step 1 if you want to look at it, pause. Step 2 if you want to look at it, pause. Step 3 you want to look at it, pause. Step 4, like I said,
You don't have to keep saying it for every single one of them.
I'm gonna stop. And then down here is step 5. So yeah, if you want to look at those, you can.
If you want to read the things, except just pause once. You don't have to say it for each and every single one of them.
We got 3 trees in our backyard. 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
And we got turtles.
Alright, now here we have some terrarium moss that I'm going to put in. This will help retain moisture and hold in, lock in the humidity and all that. And it'll also probably help with the plant growth. I might not use all of this though. This is
That's a
quite
big clump.
bit.
Wow.
A good amount though. You'll use probably like that much.
Yeah.
That seems like a good amount.
I got hairs in my hand.
Sorry. Well, I don't know. Let's use a little bit more.
Maybe a little bit in the cork too.
Rip it up and put some in the cork tube. And some right there.
At least I didn't get any hairs in my eyes.
Yeah, you don't want to get hair in your eyes. That's not good at all. Okay, well, that's a good amount of the moss. I'll use the rest for something else. And take my sprayer, which I probably should have refilled, but force this down. And give the plants a good soak. Although, I'm pretty sure they should be fine.
Get the camera in there.
And we want to fill up the water dish. Watch out. Excuse me.
Sorry. It rained earlier here, so there's a big old puddle over here. And my mom was washing a lot of those little step thing.
Okay. Water dish is filled, and
See.
plants are in there. The only other thing I want to add is
Some fake plants.
yep, fake plants for web anchor. Basically, the spiders like to anchor their webbing onto things. So pretty much do it like that. Over here on this side. And that ought to give the spider plenty of finding things.
Those are some nice looking plants.
Fake plants, yeah.
Yeah, nice looking fake plants.
I usually do a combination of real plants and fake plants.
And then they have a little suction cup to stick to the walls.
Unfortunately, these suction cups don't usually stay stuck. That's the only downside to them.
Push it on good.
Alright, well, let me see.
You're welcome.
Well, there you have it. That is an enclosure setup. A pretty naturalistic enclosure setup. May not look super pretty, but trust me, it should be fine for the spider that we're putting in here. Alright, see you guys next time.